couple of weeks ago, I announced on the show that all of a sudden, out of nowhere, we were hoping that something was going to happen in Vermont and Massachusetts, which is, by the way, around the corner, that introduce a resolution calling for not just a constitutional amendment to get money out of politics, a convention. That's the thing that scares the hell out of Washington, because Washington's got nothing to do with it. The states call a convention, a constitutional convention, and they go, we're going to set this thing straight. We're tired of you. You guys, the virus has taken over. We don't trust you. We don't like you. And your popularity is 9%. Screw you, okay? As we're waiting on Vermont and Massachusetts to finish up the details, boom, Texas introduces a resolution. Now, it hasn't passed, and we got a long way to go. But Texas introduced a resolution saying, we want a constitutional convention. We got to get the money out of politics.
Really?
Yes. Now, you know why they did that? A Wolf PAC representative, our group, went over, talked to one of the representatives, and said, hey, listen, let me tell you a story about what's happening in this country. And the guy thought that he was trying to save the wolves. Okay, literally. Okay? And he said, no, I'm trying to save the republic. Okay? And Representative Burnham listens to him, open-minded guy, which still exists on the state level. He said, you're absolutely right. I'm introducing that resolution. And guess what? There's a Tea Party rally later, a couple of weeks later, next to our progressive rally on getting money out of politics. The Tea Party guys walk over and they go, hey, you know what? You guys are right. Our politicians are crooked sons of bitches. We don't trust them at all. And we think they're taking money. The Karl Rove versus Tea Party story, it's all about, we think Karl Rove represents big money and he's trying to squeeze out our conservative opinions. You're right. That is what he's doing.
That's what he's doing.
Right? And so this is the one thing that the whole country agrees on. And today, the news, Minnesota introducing a resolution. Okay, now this was great work by two groups, Common Cause
the Constitutional Convention is how you amend the Constitution without the House and Senate two-thirds.
Yeah, so there's two ways to get a constitutional amendment. One is 2/3 of Congress in Washington, federal Congress, says we'd like this amendment, and then 3/4 of the states have to ratify it, right? Now, we don't think we can do that because we think they're helplessly corrupt.
You can't get the congressional part.
Or you can get 2/3 of the states to call for a constitutional convention, propose an amendment there, and then 3/4 of the states ratify no matter what.
And Congress is out.
Yeah. And so now Minnesota, State Senator John Marty, boom, introduces a resolution and says not only do we want a constitutional amendment, but if Washington doesn't give it to us, we want a convention. Okay, so that's the state Senate. Then you go to the House in Minnesota, Representative Ray Den. He says, all right, I'm right there with you. Boom. We're doing the same thing. Here comes the resolution.
Both those guys, glasses.
Yeah, that's the key to being an American hero. Glasses, that's what I need to look into. All right, and then they got co-sponsors in the Senate. You got Dahl, you got Clausen, you got Eaton, you got Dibble. All these people are saying, yeah, what are we doing? I'm tired of waiting for Washington. Well, first of all, we need the amendment. It's absolutely necessary. Second of all, if they're not going to act, that's the whole point of the Constitution. This is exactly what Jefferson was talking about. Jefferson said, hey, you know, every once in a while, Washington will get corrupt, and you guys need to clean our asses out. So that's why I'm going to give power to the states. By the way, is there a more conservative thing in the country than state power and holding the federal government in check? Liberals agree, libertarians agree, conservatives agree. So now we got Texas, we got Minnesota, and as I was saying, by the way, I want to give credit to Common Cause and Move to Amend. They've been doing some great work on this. Mark Halverson, Pete Carlson. My point, Jimmy, in pointing those guys out as well as us, in Wolf PAC alone, we got 6,000 volunteers across the country. Okay, we're coming, man, and we're going to win.
That's a lot.
We're going to win.